Can you guys hear me? Is the stream back? Okay. Just checking my internet. Yeah, that was weird. Everything disconnected for a second. I actually don't have Verizon. I use Comcast. So, Comrizon? I don't know. Oh, I hope the VOD doesn't get split up into two parts. Because I wasn't going to be streaming too much longer, and then to have it as a second part to only be really short would be annoying. Well, maybe something amazing will happen. It's already in two parts. Ah, that sucks. I'm getting all these auto hosts again. Okay. Well, one thing I'm going to check real quick is what those materials down there are, but it's kind of a big drop. Titanite. Oh, this is titanium ore. Whoa. Oh, this is malachite. Okay. Oops. Go. Cool. Oh, I actually can't break that material. I think that's where because you can get like big drills and stuff later on, which are pretty awesome. You can attach the vehicles and you can like mine through normally unmineable material. Okay, well that's what that was. I'm not gonna go any further in the cave because that'll take too long. Oh, Titanite is in Dark Souls also? Interesting. I have all these oxygen tanks to refill. One of the special items in this game is the zebra ball. I think it was originally just an item to test physics back when the game was being first developed, but then it was possible to find the zebra ball, and the people are like, what is this mystical item? And they like started building altars for it and worshipping it. Now it's just a regular part of the game. But the developers are usually like no comment when people ask about what it's for. They want us to create our own lore. I think I still hear the message coming out of this thing. You have to get in there without dying. And I don't want to just dig it up because then it will like roll around and like go places. Oh, wait, I could just go over here. Nope, don't fall. Okay, what do we got here? Nothing too interesting. I'm more interested in the really quiet audio that this emits. If this is even the right thing, I'm pretty sure it is. I have to like turn the music off to hear it. I gotta worry about my oxygen. Well, I can make another filter. Okay, I'll refill my oxygen. Go faster. Actually, I don't really care about the compound anyway. Jeez, I got like 6 auto hosts. Didn't know that many people cared. I'm honored. Okay, so I'm gonna turn the audio up. Well, first I'll turn the music off. You can't just... Oh my god. Oh, there we go. Game audio is gonna go up. Hope there aren't any really loud noises. See if I can still hear it. I turned the music off. Ugh, I didn't hit apply. Oh no, no storm. Storm. that's some of the debris. The cubes that the storms throw around started to get shot at me. Okay, if I remember correctly, in order to hear the audio, I think I had to... Or no, it looped. I was gonna say I have to like step away and then come back again. Let me check something and hope I don't die. No, this is the correct thing. Just checked my old video. Maybe I can turn off the wind? Didn't hit apply. So quiet. How am I gonna get out of here? I'm gonna try walking away and coming back again. Maybe it makes the sound restart. And I need to refill oxygen. This really shows you how much the atmospheric sounds add to the game. It feels uncomfortably quiet right now. Please don't get stuck. That's one of the problems with third-person cameras is they're really bad in tight spaces. did I even get in? Yeah, that turned off all the audio. I'll turn the music back on too to see if it makes a difference. See you later, Roy. Thanks for hanging out. Well, I think they must have gotten rid of the secret Morse code audio. Here, I'll turn this back down. You passed out at your break table, man. You must be really tired. Your sleep schedule not adjusted to late night shifts? I mean, I don't blame you. It's like 4 in the morning or whatever. It's always a bit squirrely on the first day of my week. The weekend manages to mess with it. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, it's that Defers. That's actually what I'm gonna do right now, is just let it fall to the ground, but I want it to fall towards the buggy and not into the even deeper cavern over there. Okay, I'm gonna refill oxygen before I do that. Or pass out with your arms in a weird position and you can't feel them at all. Oh yeah. I always hated it so much because I think a very comfortable position to sleep in is with my hands behind my head, like, you know, the police tell you to do, but laying on my bed. But if I fall asleep that way, I wake up and my arms are both completely dead. So it's dangerous for me to fall asleep that way. But it's so comfortable. Okay, here we go. Hope it doesn't crush me. Oh, and Boyd, as long as you're here, I'm wondering, is long ago, this particular piece of debris used to be emitting a Morse code message. And because I haven't played the game in a long time, do you know if anything ever came about from that? Like, have there been any other weird secret messages found in the game? So I was just listening to this and I haven't heard any of it, so it's like they removed it. Yeah, Duxu, this is the thing that would normally emit that message that I played for you guys before. Oh, there's got to be just a tiny piece of terrain still holding it up. Haven't heard those noises in a while. Yeah, I'm wondering like what they're planning on doing story-wise. Didn't they release a trailer about a big unknown kind of alien world or something like that? It was, I remember it was purple. And there was some trailer that was showing it. And they're like, ooh, it's a mystery what it is. Is that actually in the game or is that still planned for the future? Oh, the launch trailer teases that. Okay. Oh my god, where is the microscopic piece of terrain that's holding this up? Yeah, the thing holding it up might be inside it. Dang it. Oh, wait. I see it. Or I see some. Please. That's good. Wait, so it's saved at the buggy. Oh, can I not spawn at the buggy? Oh, they did a live stream from a PAX build of the game. That'd be interesting to see. Dang, I was really far away. I technically know how to get back there, but it would take a while. Let's see. I don't feel like it's worth trying to get vehicle and everything to go back. Hmm. See. See if I can make it out of the cheapest materials. Haven't heard this music before. Once you're on planet, there's no reason not to just make buggies out of steel and stuff. Odd that they have you use aluminum. Oh, the larger vehicles use higher grade metals? And I'm gonna be cheap. They're just gonna burn organic matter. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at some YouTube videos of see the extremes of what people have done, like insanely huge bases and all of that. I've kind of been out of the loop for this game for a long time. So what I'll do is hopefully I will be able to find this other rover, or where I died, and then I will gather all the items, drive back to my base, and save, and then end the stream. Which, you know, won't take very long at all, of course. So the big thing is that I was going west, or at least trying to go west. But it should go quicker because I won't be stopping at a bunch of stuff on the way. Wait a minute. There was one of these structures this close to the base? The thing I was looking for since the beginning. Oh, and it has aluminum in it. Or laterite, anyway. That's convenient. I'm going to listen closely, see if I hear this again. I'm going to turn the volume back up. And remember that I don't have all the same oxygen tanks as I had it before. Let me move this vehicle as close as I can. Oh. Fancy seeing this here. But yeah, it's too big to fit. Oh, thank you, Hoyd. I won't be doing much more, so don't feel like you have to be on hand to answer questions or anything like that. Don't want you to get in trouble at your job because of me. I think they got rid of it. Aww. Just don't hear it. Anyway. I don't want to pick up too much more stuff because all the most valuable things I had were on my body. And that when I hopefully retrieve it, I will take it all back. So this doesn't look familiar at all. I'm pretty sure I went the other way around. I would have remembered this vivid lavender colored terrain. And the stuff that was left over there is relatively common. Oh, that's right. Good to know that when it runs out of fuel, you can't stop either. Wow. Thing barely takes any fuel at all. That's nice. Okay, why is none of this looking familiar? I don't remember seeing the solar panel here. I remember hearing that you can actually use this giant solar panel in your base because it has a plug. So if you use the crane or whatever to drag it back to your base, you can have this like monstrous solar panel recharging everything. That'd be a really fun operation in itself to be like to get all the supplies for this. In order to move it. Oh, but it was nighttime when I went through it. It must not have looked as vivid. That's true. Because I for sure didn't pass by that solar panel because I would have stopped and looked at it. So yeah, chances are higher that I went this way. No, the winch is... still in that cave. Well, there is a bigger vehicle that you can get that can tow the solar panel around. I've seen people do it. I just don't have any of that research or anything right now. I haven't seen these before. Oh, you could just drag the winch with your hands? That's funny. Oh. I remember I was watching a live stream of, before this game released, watching a live stream of one of the modelers on the team showing himself 3D modeling stuff for this game. And he must not be very accustomed to live streaming, at least not at the time, because when he does modeling, he has the program open and he has like all the things from the environment all in one scene, and then he grabs pieces out of it and like works on the pieces. Oh, I should be going that way more. But during the stream, he was like moving around and going item to item and saying like, so yeah, here's this, and you know, when the game's out, you guys will see this. And pointing out all kinds of things, and then he says, oh, I shouldn't show those things. Oop, and then he like moves off the screen. And then he like hides a layer that hides these items. but he must not have been aware that Twitch records VODs, and because he said that, everyone went back to look at the items that he didn't want us to see, which I did immediately, and I took a bunch of screenshots. But I remember looking at the items and they were like all these rune stone looking things. They're like little geometric shapes that fit into your backpack. Man, I'm finding all kinds of things on my trip back to getting my stuff. This is all distracting. How dare you have interesting things, game? But this looks really dangerous to see this thing because it's like on a cliff and I don't have my oxygen tanks. Hey, wait a minute. Is this where I died? No. No, it's not. But, so all the things that I lost aren't that hard to just make again. I'm more in it to test myself to see if I can actually get back after all that traveling. I have never seen this before. This looks really cool. Oh my god, this is like an entire space station. Jeez, this is really big. You've seen big budget devs accidentally spoil their game while streaming. Yeah, if you're not used to streaming, it's easy to not realize what you're showing people. Hey, that's a solar panel. Yeah, and it's not broken either. Nice. And she goes. Actually, I think the solar panel would work better on the vehicle. I love how that works. It actually points at the sun, too. Or at sources of light. And it's shiny. Wait, is it actually doing an accurate reflection, too? Kind of. It's funny, it's like they actually have like a little exhaust port on here, so it's like any of the soil or whatever that's not being used is just being burned and shot out the back. Really awesome attention to detail. So this is like a capsule, like a particular piece of a space station. Or module. Hello, bluestone. And the amount of detail on this thing makes me think there's something else to do with it. Most of the other big, like, kind of Easter egg wreckages that you can find are all based after actual space things. I wonder what this one's based off of. Can you help me out? I'm just doing solo right now. I hadn't played the game in a long time, so I was trying to figure out all the changes that happened. Currently, I was on my way to go get all my stuff back after I died. Then I came across this, which looks amazing. I don't think I can get inside that hatch. I think if I just dig this out and let it fall, maybe I can get inside. Oh no. Oh, please, game. Okay. Yeah, I saw you sent me a request. I just want to do solo at the moment. not going to be streaming that much longer. I appreciate you wanting to help out, though. Man, not having those tanks takes so long, or takes a long time to do stuff. Just want to explore. How is this not dug out yet? Yeah, there's probably stuff inside it, holding it up, like you said. I don't remember it being this difficult to get stuff to fall, though. Usually I'd almost have a harder time making it not fall. Oh, you can see inside it. Okay, well, I gotta get oxygen. Just don't want it to crush me. Oh, there's a storage module in here. Some resources. This oxygen. Oh, I don't have the soil container. I can't do anything but dig out terrain. Shoot. Wait, can I make one real quick? Resin? I was gonna make a little bridge over to it just to get inside. Yeah, wizard. I think I'll stop by your stream. Here, I'll follow you. How does this work? I mean, I'll probably be going to sleep right after this, but I'll watch your VODs. Oh great, I'm gonna die. Oops, I accidentally followed the channel that you're hosting. There. Cool. Alright. So, I don't hear any suspicious sounds coming from this. Thank you for the follow, Emo Sheep Kingdom. Okay, well, it didn't look like there's anything of much value inside this. Clay, titanite, and a transportation thing, or storage thing. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay, I think I've tangented enough and go back on my primary mission. Which was going that direction. Okay, interesting. Thank you for the follow, String Nutsim. Oh my god. Then I run out of fuel while I'm upside down. Oh, I guess it was just stuck. Wow. Stay hydrated, bot. It's a kind gesture, but I am always moist. I drink a half gallon every day. Moist bot. I've seen these things everywhere. Well, this is something else. Like a thruster? Cool. And another interesting thing. This game does not let you stay concentrated at one thing at a time. Oh, I remember this one from the older version of this game. I looked it up online too. I think it was a telescope, like a Russian one maybe. I know you can find the Sputnik. This isn't that, but cool. All these useful materials around, ones that I need, but no way I could get them back. Okay, going west. And unfortunately, almost none of this looks familiar. I feel like I'm already on the wrong path. Unless I just really wasn't paying attention while I was driving. I just don't remember there being so many of these, like, wreckages. Funny, it's like 5 in the morning here, and there's someone outside my place blasting loud music. this a big thing from before? I think it is. Yeah, we should have a music off. I'll blast Astroneer music. The whole town, the whole city will become peaceful. Dang it, I said jump. Ugh. I don't want to actually go inside, because then we'll be able to get out. There's nothing valuable. Wait a minute. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of looks familiar, but I fell in a lot of holes when I was heading over here. But like I said, even though I can remake all the things that I died with, this is more about the adventure of traveling. I don't have my heart set on finding myself again. Yes, it's a trip to find myself. But I'm coming across a lot of cool stuff on the way over there, so even if I don't make it, at least I had a jolly good adventure. Oh no. I How do I get over there? Hello, Freya. Yes, I am still streaming. Oh, this is familiar. I remember this dynamite sticking out of the thing. But I wouldn't have missed this. Another satellite. I'm feeling kind of ill. I know, like, everyone is sick. I think it's just the time of the year. Sonadors is just hungry. You should feel gifted that you are not sick, while all these other people are. No, it's actually really rare that I ever get sick. But, so the trade-off is that I get allergies kicking my ass during the summer. But I may not very often have a single, like, few weeks where I'm feeling really sick, so instead, for pretty much all of summer, I just have a little bit of misery. And I have allergies to cats. So... And I really like cats. But I can't really be around them. Luckily it's not extreme, so I'm not gonna die if I'm around a cat, but I just get really gross. Sneeze a bunch. God, I haven't seen this either. They added a lot of new stuff. This looks gigantic. I don't even know what this is. So speaking of allergies, something, I know I've said it a million times on stream, but something that is difficult for me is that pretty much every nerdy girl has a cat. So this makes dating really difficult. So I'm not gonna say that a cat is a deal breaker because of my allergies, otherwise I'd be excluding like 90% of women. So I just have to deal with it. Ooh, refined titanium. Most women have cats. Jeez, I just hate cats, so that sucks. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people that don't have pets. I just think that I mean, pets in general are very popular, especially in the US. But I think especially introverted people tend to have pets to keep them company. Because, you know, they generally don't have 1,000 friends to hang out with all the time, so pets are a nice alternative to people. Yeah, I grew up with lots of pets around, and I know allergies aren't exactly determined by what you were around growing up. It seems unfair. I spent so much of my childhood around dogs, and I really liked having pet rats. Rodents are a lot of fun. Can't even figure out what this thing is. It's like another capsule or like a module part of a space station. I like all these tiny details. I wish I could like turn them on and off. Be an Easter egg puzzle. Okay, so that dynamite that was over there looked very familiar. I'm at least somewhat on the right track. You've never seen a rat in real life? Yeah, I don't know about... Well, I'm talking about, like, domesticated rats. These aren't, like... I didn't have pets. Or I didn't have pet rats that were just off the street. These are ones that are disease-free. Yeah, so I've never seen a rat in the wild. I've seen wild mice, but never, like, feral ones. Actually, just like a week ago, I rescued a wild mouse because it like somehow got in the secure entryway to my apartment building. It must have just snuck in when someone opened the door. Then it was trapped between the two doors. And anytime a person would walk in, like the rat or the mouse would get really scared and hide in the corner, so it was like no way that it was gonna get like out because it was too afraid. But I didn't want it to go further into the building or it'd be even bigger of a problem that it would get like, you know, into someone's apartment. So I just very calmly opened the door back outside and just sat there and waited for like 2 minutes and held still until it got comfortable enough around me that it like walked past me and went out the door. So hopefully, I don't know, it might have gotten eaten by like a hawk or something, but at least it didn't have to get stuck in an apartment and scare a bunch of people. We've had hamsters. One of them was pure concentrated evil wrapped in a cute fuzzy body. Yeah, hamsters I don't think are as fun as rats. Hamsters are just kind of like gluttonous. They eat so much and they don't do much outside of that. Kind of like a lot of people. But I had 2 hamsters growing up, but they're just not really very fun, I remember. Hey, it's Sputnik! And it's trapped in a piece of debris. There we go. This, I believe, is the first man-made object to leave the atmosphere. Funny thing is that, you know, its name is Sputnik or Sputnik, and it's actually just the Russian word for satellite. So they were just calling it satellite the whole time, and we thought it was some like weird Russian name. Wait a minute, I just passed this. Am I going in circles? Yes. I absolutely passed this earlier. What am I doing? Well, the Russian word for dog is actually собака. Not sure what Laika is. Let me go to Google real quick. See, now I gotta type it in Russian. Let's see. La ai ka. Apparently, Laika is the Russian word for husky, which I think it means husky as in like the verb. Let me see. Strong and hefty. So I guess Laika just means strong. I think I spelled it right. And the Russian word for cat is kot. Like K-O-T. Okay, I'm gonna go over this again. But this time, I'm gonna go a slightly different direction. Yeah, there's the tunnel that I dug. Okay, now from this point... What was that noise? With the music? Huh. Okay, so it's here where I need to go a different direction. Well, that is the music. Laika was the first living organism in space. Oh, is that the dog? Okay, so I see what you're saying. Yeah, there was a dog that was sent into space, and I'm pretty sure it died in space too, didn't it? I don't remember. There's like a statue tribute to the dog also. I'm not going to do this, but something I could do to find my body faster is that you can, when you get a when you get a spaceship, you can just lift off and go into orbit of the planet, and then it'll show you where your body is, or if you've died anywhere, and then you can land nearby. But you'd still have to get back. Oh yeah, I passed by this. Remember I dug up that platform and I said that it was cool that it was still usable. Okay, I'm on the right track. And then before I left, I checked where west is, which it was that way. I was kind of hoping that the terrain would load faster if you go in a familiar direction, and that would be like a way of finding your way back, but it doesn't seem to do that. It seems to load the same no matter where you're going. Oh, there's my body. It has a big beacon above it. All right. Watch me get killed somehow. There's my other buggy. I'm gonna have to leave it behind because I can only drive one. Long time no see. Okay. How am I gonna do this? I don't think there'd be a way for me to save both of them. Well, I have to leave materials behind. Let's see. What? No. No, I take that for an emergency. Oh, why do I have clay? I don't need that. Actually, I'll keep this. Oh, you can't chain buggies? Even if I had a winch? I mean, I see that they kind of lock in place, like they don't roll. Okay, well, I'm not gonna mess with the big capsule thing up there. That's what killed me. Okay. Mostly wanted to get all of these oxygen tanks back. And now I gotta decide of the stuff that I found, what do I want to take back? I think just the refined titanium seems to be the most valuable. I can get this other stuff pretty easily. And the solar panel. I don't like these power cells when they're so low on power. Kind of useless. I'll put the solar panel on my backpack. And then I'll just use the rest of these for my trip back. This is one of these games where you can take a screenshot practically anywhere and it would make a good desktop. I have 2 extra slots. I'll add 3, I guess, because of the shoulder thing. Oh, I can take one of the generators. That'd be important to have. Alright, as soon as the storm's over, I'll start heading back and hopefully don't get really lost. Ah, it's blowing me. It's like the ghost in my apartment. Well, if you Google it, you'll know what the ghost blowing is from. A random comic. Oh, they added like a little dashboard here. That's cool. Okay, so I gotta go east now. Hello, fellow gamer Burial's Blade. Have you gamed today? Actually, I have to say it like gamers. Did you sleep well? Well, I guess if you're awake. In this day and age, just being awake for work is all that matters, even if you'd rather not be. I remember having to get up at like 7 every morning, and it just sucked so hard. Oh, that's right. You're a barista, and you have to feed the masses their life nectar or whatever. I'm bad at words when I've been streaming for a long time. They can't possibly live without their coffee, so you're feeding the working class. You're keeping the country running efficiently. Okay, here's this. I remember this. It's funny because one of my exes was a barista and a bartender. And I used to say that she is the alpha and the omega because she gives the full range of emotions to people. You know, it's like coffee to speed you up and alcohol to slow you down. So people go to her in the morning to stay awake, and then people go to her at night to relax. Libations, yep. Holy moly, I do not remember this. This is a gigantic base, even has a landing pad. And another one of these big capsules, or modules. Well, you're dealing, yeah, the most addictive substance on Earth. Socially acceptable chemical addiction. That will be the downfall of humanity. Humanity is already addicted enough, but if there's a chemical that can forcibly alter your state, you better know it. People are going to be right on top of that, and they're going to let it control their lives. Sensations that stagger the mind. Man, this is a huge base. Ooh, more titanium. We can trade out something. Get rid of the laterite. Wonder if tea is addictive? Well, I mean, there's like caffeinated tea. far as I know, so I'm sure it is. And the people that I know that drink tea seem to be very loyal followers of tea. So it must be. Hydrazine. Is a fuel cell to get off the planet. And look at this big weird research thing. Can't bring it back though. Oh, and another solar panel. Sweet. Okay, I'll leave this. Make yourself an English breakfast. That does sound good. Except it probably involves tea, doesn't it? I've tried a lot of different types of tea, and I don't know. People are always like, oh, you're not trying the right kinds. But I'm kind of convinced that there isn't a right kind of tea for me. I mean, I like the really cheap, like brisk iced tea. That stuff is pretty good. But I'm told that that isn't real tea. Beans for breakfast, that actually sounds pretty good. Wow, this is another huge solar panel? Like, I'm finding all this amazing stuff that I can't do anything with right now. Alright. See you later, Burial. Man, I got all this research out here. Full Irish breakfast? Is that like a innuendo on Urban Dictionary or something? Wow, this solar panel is even bigger than the last one. Oh no, it's an actual breakfast? Okay. It's like giving someone a full Irish breakfast sounds like something that would, you know. This is weird. This landing pad is refilling my oxygen. How do I get up here? Oh, that's right, I can use this. Tutorial taught me this. I keep a big list of words that, well, they're for a lot of different reasons. They're either words that would make a good band name, like combinations that seem like they would be a band, or a name of software, or like some catchy combination of words. But that same list also contains things that sound like they could be really dirty. Also, just words that are entertaining to say. and the list is really huge. It's like probably up to probably 80 or more things. And funny thing, that back when Vinny didn't have a name for his band yet, I came up with like 40 different possible names and emailed them to him. One of my favorite ones was Third Party Controller. I feel like that's a cool name for a band. Yeah, it is really geeky, so it wouldn't really fit his band. But I could definitely hear that name being used as like a... what do you call those groups? Like glitch hop? Chiptune? Standing Room Only as a band name? That is good. I feel like that's probably taken. I know a good idea. While I'm driving back, I'll look at my list, because it's on my phone. So now I'm going to be like driving and texting, but not actually texting. What's interesting about this list I have is that it contains a lot of other things, and I've been keeping it for many years, and it inadvertently has become sort of like a chronology of events in my life. Because the very first things on here, which is why I started the list to begin with, was the Wi-Fi password for my grandfather's router at his home. But the reason I wrote it down was because it was shortly after he passed away, and everyone was having trouble using his Wi-Fi because he had the default password on, which is like a big random string that's impossible to remember. So this note starts with my grandpa passing away, and then it just keeps going on to other things that were on my mind. So it's kind of become like a weird journal of events in my life. But it also contains a bunch of goofy innuendo that I made up. But it's still meaningful to me. I'm going the wrong way. My grandfather's home that he built himself with his own hands long ago has since been demolished because, okay, not demolished, but modified to the point that it is not recognizable anymore because we couldn't afford to keep it. We had to give it away to a guy who was saying, he was kind of like telling us what we wanted to hear. He's like, oh yeah, you can definitely see how important this home is to everyone. We'll keep it looking the way that it did, blah, blah, blah. And then as soon as the contract was signed, he just stopped talking to us altogether. And then couple years later, we go and we visit the site of his home again, and it is like completely altered and just made to look like a boring everyday suburban home. But he totally lied to us just to get us to speed up the paper signing process. So now his home just isn't even there anymore. Pretty sad. But anyway, make sure I'm going the right way, which I sort of am. And I actually 3D printed the original design of my grandfather's home that he made. And as a Christmas gift, like the year following his death, I 3D modeled his entire home and, yeah, 3D printed it out. And I gave it to all of his children. So my aunts, he only had daughters. So my mom and all of her sisters, I gave them all copies of his home. And I have one in my apartment too. It was a really fun process. And we actually had surprisingly few photos of his home. So I had to like dig through an entire, just like all these family photos, which is like a strange emotional process to begin with. Going through all these old photos after he passed away, and then having to figure out how to 3D model his home after piecing these together. Like, there are very few photos of the roof. That was an especially hard one to figure out. Hello, Celia. But anyway, goofy innuendo. Let's see. So these are just words that I've gathered over many years that when they come to mind, I'm like, this sounds interesting, so I write it down. One of my favorite ones, and I'd be really surprised if anyone knows where this is from, because it's actually from a very short run 4chan meme on the video game board back when I used to go there in like 2005. But the term is Suave Baby. Suavebaby. And it was when Minecraft was starting to get popular. And there was when that seed, when he put Suave Baby into Minecraft, it would generate a world that would start you on an island that's really isolated and far away from everything. So the Suave Baby seed was what was going around on there, and it became a challenge to be like, because it was like in the middle of an ocean, there's no land anywhere, so the challenge was to build as much as you can only on this island. And then people started discovering more to the Suave Baby. People, it's just a funny term to just be throwing around all the time, like, oh yeah, take the Suave Baby challenge. How far are you on Suave Baby? Yeah, I'm like on stage 3 of Suave Baby. So it just, I kept hearing it over and over again. It became a weird thing. How am I going the wrong way again? Keep turning. Then somehow else my mic keeps getting really loud. I don't have a compressor. My compressor is just self-control. I just have to manage my voice and not shout. Sticky Wicket. Bub and Scrubbles. Mud Flapper. Dong Ding. From that one Indian comic. Man Face. I'm skipping over some that I don't feel like that are a bit too crude. Mystery Meat. Nothing but pants. Baddest of asses. Bean water. Pissed fist. Queso con queso. Suspicious delicious. What is this? Oh, it's another one of those. Schindler's Fist. That's a good one. Some friends and I had a similar thing in Minecraft with the Professor Layton seed. It was really mountainy start with some nice woods and a big river. Huh. I wasn't the only one coming up with weird seeds. Okay, I'm gonna wait here. Getting a little quieter. I'm gonna reorient myself. I was going east. So I have Bone Hard Rocker, Gormless Tosser, which I think we've all heard, Trash Cant, Aluminum Cant, Attention Horse, Body Schnoz, Thunder Spunk, Fallacious Crustaceous, Ding Donger, Thrildo, Tickle Pickle, Body Chocolate, Unlimited Fucks, Dirty Doge, Doge Mobile 2, Atomic Enema, Liquid Fucks, Bean Water, Mutual Beard, Hard Off. Wrote these during Tamagotchi streams. It does sound like that. Okay, I gotta get on the right track. Well, that just sounds like a Freudian slip, wizard. Definitely not gonna go in a cave. Okay. Okay, this looks more familiar. Gormless Tosser is always a nice one. Now these are the band names that I submitted. Velocity 7, Quality Stream, Without Place, Corrupting the Tube, Just Roger and Pete, ingest, like I-N space J-E-S-T, not like I-N-G-E-S-T. Canned Sir, Grace Paint, Running Out of Dime, 49 Vine, ROM Hacks, Keep Off the Brass, Ruse Peruse, Trouble Clef. These are like cheesy names. Too Sharp for Flats. Lateral Collateral, Macro Manage. From Rhyme to Time. Five, 6, 4, 3. What? What you talking about? Also, I'm coming across another structure I've never seen, which isn't exactly a good sign. Like another huge solar panel. Manifesto 2.0. Butt Duchess. Danger Face. Doubt the Trout. Mercantile. Come on, Buggy. Heck. Goose is Loose. That's a classic. And so I Am Dead, honk. I'm sure there's people who have memorized all of the Tomodachi songs. Try to get in the seat, put it on the ground first, press left click, right click before you enter it. Is that bug where if you get in a seat sitting by itself that it just catapults you across the world? It sounds kind of like that. I don't know, that would throw me way off course. I feel like I'm getting close. Surprised they didn't fix that. Remember people used to find the thruster and then just put the thruster in the bottom of a chair and then just like blast into space on a chair. Can you really control it? Oh yeah, it does sound like something you do in Gary's mod. Man, it seems to be a trend for all the things I talk about, but like, I played the very first release of Gary's mod. Remember, it was basically a ragdoll posing thing, and it was pretty interesting because people have made comics out of just posing dead bodies. There are very few tools to help you out or anything. I also played JB mod, which was ahead of Gary's mod for a while. Extenders. Research. Oh, that's loud. Interesting. Also, rest in peace, this person. Oh, it's just a backpack, okay. I remember the first ragdoll pose ever made with Half-Life 2. It was during the leak of Half-Life 2, and someone went to the Kleiner's lab, and they killed Kleiner. No, they killed Alex. So she was laying down, and then they killed Kleiner near her, so that his face fell towards her groin, and then they captioned it saying something like, "This old man still got it," or something like that. So that was like the first ragdoll pose image ever made in the Source engine. But I wouldn't expect anything less from that community. I remember following the leaks of Half-Life 2 for a long time. Remember the game was delayed a bunch, believe it or not. People were getting restless, and then we started seeing all this leaked stuff, and it was really weird, because this was at a time when it wasn't very common for stuff to get leaked as much as it does now. So it was really weird, like seeing unfinished parts of games that developers didn't want players to be playing. Well, I remember during the famous E3 demo of the Combine raiding a building and like the player going inside and like shooting a radiator and all that stuff. Well, the demo, they said that none of this is scripted. That this is just all normal Combine behavior, that they would like block doors and run and do all these really specific things, and it turns out that the demo is like 100% scripted. Like every movement of the Combine was like point by point where they should go for the demo, because when people got a hold of the leaked stuff, then like suddenly all the secrets came out. Another solar panel, but I think I have enough for now. But luckily Half-Life 2 ended up being really amazing anyway, so it's not really a big deal. The biggest thing that I remember really looking forward to, that, and I've brought this up on stream before, but it's like the game I so desperately wanted as a kid that I would like call all of the local game stores for it, hoping it would come in. Because this is before Steam, and this, I probably shouldn't have done this. Right. But it was Team Fortress 2. I remember when it was first announced and it was using magazines to watch the progress of it. I had like Next Generation magazine and PC Gamer and Electronics Monthly or something like that. Electronic Gaming Monthly. Yeah, but Team Fortress 2, at the time, when they were showing the very first versions, this is before it looked anything like it currently does. It was more of a realistic military shooter, and it was supposed to have strategy elements, and there was going to be like commanders and engineers that would build cameras to assist the commander, and there's like 10 different classes, and it looked a lot like Half-Life 1, which I love that style. And at the time, it was like no game has done anything like this. It was really ambitious, and I remember I saw the screenshots of it in the magazine, and you know, the internet wasn't all that big yet, and I would just like hold on to this magazine. I'd look at screenshots and reread the article over and over again talking about the game, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be so amazing, I can't wait for it. And then the game got like delayed and delayed and delayed. It was like one of the longest delayed games ever. I don't remember if it beat Duke Nukem Forever or not, but then the game took a lot of different forms. It originally started with some kind of like made-up military teams. There's like a gray team and a tan team, and then they started looking more realistic and turned into like American green uniform kind of things, and they were showing off technology where like the characters' mouths would attempt to say what players were saying to the microphone, and yeah, Brotherhood of Arms, yeah, TF2. But part of me still really wants to play that old original version, like in whatever form it was in. I'd love to play it just to like complete that part of my childhood or something, because that's a game that I never got to play. And actually, funny thing is I visited Valve. That was what I did for my 21st birthday. Instead of getting wicked drunk because I turned 21, I went to Valve headquarters and I got to meet Mike Booth, who was the head of Left 4 Dead development at the time. That was really fun. I saw Gabe Newell, but I didn't get to talk to him, and I also saw Robin Walker, who's TF2 development. But I remember I was talking to Mike Booth, because he's like the only guy that I kind of had access to while I was there. And I remember explicitly asking if the old original versions of Team Fortress 2 were around anywhere in any form. And he told me, I don't know, they're probably on a hard drive backed up somewhere. I just wish like I knew someone at Valve or something that could, I don't know, like peek into some old hard drives and see if that old original version is still around somewhere. And probably like violate a bunch of company rules. Yep, this is multiplayer. I'm just doing solo though. You can play with 3 people, I believe. I've been streaming for 7 hours. Actually, 8 hours. So I'm a little tired. I'm trying to get back to my base after I went on a very long journey. Oh, and you're about to purchase it. Nice. Yeah, you can play over internet multiplayer, and people can just jump in and out of your game pretty seamlessly. Like, you'll just see them landing in the distance. You're like, oh, there's someone here. The developers are really active. They plan to eventually have dedicated servers, and they want it to be up to 16 people. I can't imagine this game being 16 people. That seems excessive. Like, I don't know if it'd even be fun with that many people. But I don't know. I'll have to try it for myself. Oops. And during this stream, I've like barely scratched the surface of all that you can do in this game. I just ended up doing a lot more exploring because I was curious if like the secret messages were still hidden in some of the wreckage, but it seems like it's not there anymore. I hope these are the purple or lavender fields that I was crossing before. And I'm out of power. Let's see. I'll see how long my battery works. Cool. Then I can just recharge with solar. Actually, I'll just put one of the solar panels on here. Problem solved. See, that is one of the best aspects of this game. It's all about the modularity of everything. Just remove one piece, attach it to another thing, just kind of like you solve things by reusing items in creative ways. Are there planets sorry, are there planets available here that are beyond like the 6 or so that have been in it forever? Like, have they added more planets, or that changed at all? No new planets, but the icons have changed? Okay. Yeah, I can see some of the planets like right now. Oh wow, they're almost like in alignment right now. Look at that. I know there's like barren or something like that. And there's exotic or lush, I can't remember what it's called. Then there's the moon somewhere. Yeah, so these planets that you see orbiting, like, you can land on them. Explore them just like this one. Tundra, yeah. I really like tundra. Exotic, arid, radiated. Barren is the moon. Okay. Well, thanks for the follow. Exapian. I feel like I'm really close. Like, here's the big landing pad that I ran into before. Actually, I don't think this is the same one. I do not remember that. Great. Well, let's see. Planets have unique resources in differing amounts on each one. I remember, so yeah, I played when this launched, and then I waited like a few months and then played it again. And they added it so that in order, at the time, to get all the research, you'd have to go to other planets to get the rest of the research, because you would like, there'd be different categories of the big research globe things that you find. And then like each planet had its own set, so you're forced to go to all the planets in order to complete the research. But I think the current system is a lot better. Just having to upgrade units is, I think, a cool idea. The bytes. Oh yeah, and it was random what you got. So you would put the big thing on the research module, and then it would just randomly choose what blueprint you got. Yeah, and then if you ran out of things to research, or you exhausted all of one category of research thing, yeah, it would just give you like titanium or lithium, which is a really good way to get batteries and oxygen tanks in the beginning. But now there's a lot more depth to everything. Ooh, I don't want to go down there. Okay, I'm getting really turned around here. Because I feel like I'm close. So I'm gonna try, hopefully this doesn't kill me. I'm gonna try going to the top of this mountain and seeing if I can see my base from here. What can you do with titanium now? There's a lot of things, like this whole research screen. Like these are all things that you can research, and they all require different materials. And there's different tabs. Different vehicles, different sizes of vehicles, pieces you can assemble vehicles with, and landing pads. There's just so much. And they still have the trading outpost thing in here too. Okay. So I am going north up this mountain, so I have to go south to get back. There's a cave up here. Cool. there we go. Now watch me fall to my death. I love how you can see the curvature of the planet. Really, it truly is spherical. Makes you think of Mario Galaxy, yeah. Oh, there's like a big thing over there. Oh, we get to watch the sunrise. Well, I'm like as high as the clouds. It's be very... Yeah. I like how the bottom of the clouds, different reflections in the tops. Yeah, there's a lot of attention to little detail like that. Well, I don't see the little indicator of a base. That would be sticking up really high. And if I was smart about this, I would have brought a bunch of beacons with me. And I could leave a trail behind. It's one of these again. They no longer contain a secret message. Makes me sad. No way. I just found the original place that I died in. This is where I started. Well, at least I'm back in a familiar place. This is where it all began. There's even my other buggy. Wow, okay, well, at least I now know where I am, kind of. Good thing that I died next to such a prominently placed structure that it can instantly recognize what it is when I see it. Oh my god, I get stuck on little things. In the time that it's taken me to get back to my base, I could have remade all of the things that were on my body easily. But this stream is about the adventure, not about efficient base production or anything like that. Not about excitement or action or, you know, stimulating video content. Not on this stream. Here's one of the dynamite satellite dishes. Seems like the... Oh my god, I keep getting stuck. Oh, my power is out. Seems like the planet's curvature is exaggerated by the renderer. I feel like if the curve were accurate, it'd be a lot harder to get turned around. I don't know, because like when you get inside... when you have a space shuttle like that you can lift off with, like you can watch as you leave the surface of the planet. And like you can see the scale of everything and stuff's placed around. Uh, oh, look at that stunt. I was just gonna say, should have gotten an insane stunt bonus. A cunning stunt, exactly. You wish GTA 6 has the classic GTA gameplay? Well, how classic are we talking? Like, original Grand Theft Auto classic? Like, top-down, two-dimensional? Okay, I was here before. This is familiar. Oh, Vice City classic, I see. I don't know. I played the original GTA 3, you know, the before Vice City, and I thought the gameplay was pretty bland. It was just like, go here, kill 6 of these guys, go here, drive this car here. I mean, I really enjoyed a lot of the story development and, well, especially like the visuals and the scale of GTA 5. I mean, the style of Vice City was really cool, with like the music and the layout of the town and all that. I mean, what Rockstar is really good at making games, so I think whatever they do, if there is a GTA 6, I mean, they'll find a way to make it amazing. Also, funny thing, I might have a video of it somewhere, but when you're at one of the poles of this planet, like, you can actually get right to where the compass is pointing, and you can walk around in circles. Speaking of which, here's the thing that I was just passed by. And you can watch as the compass spins around and it doesn't know where to point. Well, GTA 5 had a lot of stuff after the main story. There were a lot of side missions. And like the different activities with hunting and all that. There were extra story elements with like with the other characters. I forgot all their names now, but like Trevor had a bunch of friends you could have additional missions with. No, it hasn't been updated, but I know there was a lot of other stuff to do after you completed the main game. I mean, they're updating GTA Online a ton. And they did have originally they had plans for single-player add-ons to GTA 5, and nobody completely knows why they abandoned it, but some of the rumors were that it had to do with that big lawsuit that one of the founders like sued his own company, and a whole bunch of people left, and they were in the works making the new add-ons. Like, I remember the voice actors were even saying that they were working on stuff. And then it all got moved around. And there's a lot of evidence of code in the game that there was all this content planned out that got changed. Well, the rumor was that that the single-player content was going to have, well, I mean, nothing was for sure, but kind of a Red Dead Redemption style, like, zombie world. I don't know if it's literally zombies, but it's some kind of like thing where the entire game's world has an alternate universe of some kind, and I think it might have been alien-oriented, because there's the whole Mount Chiliad mystery that I was a part of for a long time, and it was thought that the Chiliad stuff was supposed to be a hint about future DLC, which is why it was so mysterious, because that DLC never came out to explain what that mural was. But the mural referenced, you know, the whole jetpack thing, and it looked to be pointing to the military base. And there were parts of the military base, like an elevator that had the UFO hovering over it, and it shined lights down on it at certain times of day, that there might have been some additional content related to aliens or some like alternate world DLC. So I thought Red Dead Redemption's add-on was really cool, that Halloween kind of themed one. You could get like the apocalyptic horseman. You could ride like a flaming horse around. Okay. Yeah, Red Dead never came to the PC, so I never played it, but I watched a lot of people, and it looked impressive. I'm really not so sure why, or I'm not very interested in Red Dead Redemption 2. I just feel like what else could you possibly do with a Wild West atmosphere, or Wild West story that isn't just like cliche, like gangs and robberies. It's like that era is pretty limited. And all the stuff I've seen in the trailers for Red Dead 2, it's really impressive, but it's just like the story doesn't interest me at all. I'm hoping they do some kind of really innovative new take on the how they tell the story. Like, you have a giant gang. I was hoping that maybe you'd like switch between all 7 characters or whatever of the gang, or I don't know, some kind of new way of playing to make it not just feel like the original Red Dead but with better graphics. Alright, Hoyd, see you later. Do I know why Astroneer runs slow on your Xbox One? Well, the game is still in early access, so there's a lot of optimization problems with it. And I know there's not much you can do when you're on Xbox, but sometimes when you've been playing a game, like a single save file for a really long amount of time, that it just gets laggier with time. Maybe even just like starting a new game file or something might make it run better for you. They should have a gang war dynamic like in GTA 2. Really? That would be cool. I mean, I'd like the idea of there being like a larger scale thing that you have control of in the GTA world. Not just you by yourself, but like being able to control big populations, not directly, but just how you influence people. Oh, and thanks for the follow. Zayapesk. GTA 2, your favorite setting of any GTA game? It's sadly very aged at this point. They're going to remake their old game. I'd love a reimagining of it. Yeah, I mean, you don't really hear much about GTA 1 or 2 at all. It's been like totally forgotten, it seems like. One of my favorite things of the original GTAs is, you know, when you died, it had a voice that said, "Wasted!" And then that's where that came from. Just so goofy. I mean, now it's all like dramatic, but it still says wasted, but that voice, you gotta bring that back. Oh man, this is pretty valuable, but I don't have any way of bringing it back. Functioning medium-sized wind turbine. Man, is it really worth getting back to my base? I thought it'd be a little easier than this. That's what I said like 3 hours ago. There's a single piece of concept art with GTA 2 and it looks really cool from a ground perspective, almost like the original vision for Half-Life 2, kind of dystopic. Really? Was GTA 2 a lot different than 1? Like, I know a little bit about 1, but I know like literally nothing about 2. Yeah, I probably passed my base several times, but the thing is that even if you can't see the base, there's like a big marker that appears over the horizon when you get close, and I haven't even seen that. And also, anytime you stream a game, like your mind is kind of divided. I'm not exactly concentrating as much as I would normally if I played this by myself. Oh my god, I get stuck on a rock. Visually, GTA 2 is very futuristic. Really? I had no idea. Yeah, this doesn't look familiar at all. Oh, the game's lagging a ton now. I'm getting 14 FPS. I think that's just because of the terrain thing. This won't end badly. GTA 2 has the worst fake radio stations ever. So that was probably before they got any licensed music, right? So it was like just in-house, probably programmers acting like DJs. Oh, it was local bands that would play in the stations? Oh, that's interesting. I was so disappointed that, you know, GTA 3 had a classical music station they got rid of in like 4 and 5. I like listening to that one. I always thought the talk radio, like the parody advertising, was always really funny. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to give up because this is going way too long. I can remake all the things that I'll lose if I die, so... Maybe what I'll do before I leave is try to do the chair glitch. Apparently it can send you flying really fast. It'll be my last ditch effort. Find my way home. The moral of the story is to make a giant phallic mountain next to your base that can be seen from miles around. Here's a base, not mine. Okay, now I gotta figure out how to do the glitch. Something like you pick it up and then you jump inside and then hold down the mouse button right before you get in or something. Alright. I will get out right. I want to get in the big open clearing so I don't just go straight into a mountain. Okay, this is good. I'll make a big phallus where I am right now. It's a very snaky one. Okay, that didn't get very tall, because it's... Because you have to, like... Well, you see what's happening, where it's like I try to build something, it gets closer and closer to you. Well, whatever, that's good enough. So... Take the seat. There's a huge solar panel over there. Now this one's sticking way out of the ground. I remember having to unbury the one that I was looking at before. Just got a news alert on my phone talking about a Kingdom Hearts VR experience. Didn't know we needed that. You can tell the more you travel around, the longer it takes to save, because it like has to remember all that you've done in the world. Let's see. I'm watching a video of someone do the glitch so I can see how to do it.
And that's the summary I'm going to give you for now. If you want to know more about it, just go watch some videos on it, guys. I might do uploads on this if this video does good. Now, me and my friend Alien Jocks were playing, guys, and we found this cool glitch where you can use the chair right here. You might have found this glitch on YouTube somewhere else, but I just want to share it with you also. But with the chair, guys, an open chair, you can go floating around and even flying out into orbit, guys. It is insane. And I'm going to show you in this video how to do it. So, okay, we're going to go ahead and bring it over here to where we can get oxygen real quick.
That's right, I forgot I could be running out of oxygen too. Yeah, that'd be so anticlimactic if I just got killed by a rock in a storm. Thank you for the follow, Yellow Fox.
Alright, so basically, to do this glitch, you know how you can just normally sit in it? See, it's a little lighting. So then you can get in it and sit and stuff like that. But yeah, there's that. But you can make it so, well, look, see how you can pick, oops, backpack. See how you can just, like, pick it up and stuff like that? Well, I'm going to show you how you can sit in it while holding it in midair, and you can float all around. It's amazing. You can fly across the planet. It's kind of hard to control, but it's really cool, guys. So yeah, it's like a little light. So what you're going to do is basically try and hold X until it's ready, like click RT on it. And if you do it correctly, you'll be holding it at the same time. So you want to aim on it with LT, hold X, RT. You gotta like, try and do it as quick as possible. It's super hard. It's going to take you a couple tries, but you're going to get it. Don't worry. Oops, I just moved up for some reason. Oh! No, my chair! Guys, no! No! Did it just fall through the mat? Bruh! Hey guys, so we're back. We got the chair now. Hopefully it doesn't fall into the mat.
Wow, this video is an emotional trip.
Okay, wait, do we do it? No. Push down, and we're flying. We can lift ourselves up in the sky. Use the right joystick to lift up. And look, guys, we are in orbit. Oh my God,
wow, okay, you can literally just leave the planet in the chair when it works.
No, you know, I was trying to go back down if we can. It doesn't really matter, I put all my stuff back at base. Check us out. We can just hover around wherever I put my joystick. Oh man, we are hurtling.
And 13-year-olds on YouTube can't just get to the point and show you what you need. Yeah. Well, he eventually got to it. Okay. Well, I see what you're supposed to do. Alright, yeah, so this isn't the same one that I came across earlier because I unburied that one a while, the solar panel. Oh, I got it. Alright. Definitely not cheating. I swear, I'm just looking for my base. Game is gonna like start on fire trying to keep up with me moving like this fast. Look at this, this really shows off the spherical nature of the planet. You got this serene music playing too, go through the clouds. Okay, I'm gonna have to go up a little higher. I'm looking for the big marker that says where your base is. Kind of afraid to change my camera angle because it might stop it. Then I would definitely fall to my death if I just like fell from here. Man, who needs rocket fuel when you have this? My visor's like lighting up the clouds. Oh, I can change the camera, okay. I need the DuckTales moon music playing during this. Hmm. I remember the remake version of it was pretty good sounding too. I mean, it's not as charming as like the 8-bit original though. Okay, let me like leave the atmosphere and then look down at the planet. Do this No Man's Sky style. Wow, look at that. Go even further. Ooh. Can actually see the atmosphere. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. Usually, when you get far away, like you can't miss the marker. Like it encompasses half the planet when you're this far away. I think it's just because I'm so far away. Oh yeah, Hoyd, I hope you're not disappointed in me. Kind of gave up finding my base, so I used the chair glitch, and now I'm looking for it that way. I'll go even further away. Maybe I should just land on the moon. Okay, let's see if I can outdo NASA. And I'll land on the moon with keyboard and mouse. I'll do it in record time. Keeps snapping back up. It's sort of annoying. Alright, we're landing on the moon. Hello, Ethan Bug. Now look at this, I'm like halfway to the moon. Was NASA even trying? It's gonna take a while. Oh, I'm like not even... Wait. I think I have to cut off the moon, like get in front of it, anticipate its orbit. I'm not actually getting closer, I don't think. Yeah. How does he do it? Oh man, my finger is gonna get very sore. I can't let go of the mouse button. I think I hit the planet's height cap. Possible. Oh wait, there's my base. It does exist. Oh no, do I go to the moon or do I go... Actually, I don't think I can get to the moon. I'm kind of like stuck. Alright, I'll end at my base just so we can have closure. I just like burn up in the atmosphere and everything gets destroyed. was a nice landing. Whoa! Okay. Now how do I get out? Okay. Woo! 100% legit. I only lost 2 buggies and like 7 hours of my time. Not quite 7, like 5 hours, you know. And I should save. Oh. Okay, so oops, that was loud. Guess I have to stop here. I can't really top that. Come on, game. Man, everybody's streaming Spider-Man. Yeah, the Spider-Man game looks amazing from what I saw. Beautiful. Nobody else that I know is streaming right now. I mean, there's tons of people. I could host Deadmau 5. But no, he's just playing PUBG. How boring. Speaking of Red Dead Redemption, there's a streamer that I think is pretty cool who's streaming that. It's just a stream of a dead mouse. I'm sure that would be against the terms and conditions. See, you're not a fan of his music. I like some of his stuff. He actually performed in my city just a few weeks ago, and I almost got a free ticket to go. It would have been in this really cool venue that I have never been in that opened like a year ago called the Armory, and it's a huge former like World War II era weapons like storage factory, I don't know, something like that. And it was converted into a concert venue, so it's this big bunker with an extremely high ceiling and glass windows and stuff. But I missed out like in a matter of minutes on a free ticket because I didn't check Facebook in time. Yeah, even if you don't like deadmau5's music, he puts on these incredible light shows. Like, he has a big team that makes these, like, mind-blowing visuals. They could just go there for that. Alright, well, So it sounds like the wizard Hoyd in chat said that you were going to stream Astroneer later in the day. So if you guys want to see more Astroneer and someone that probably or definitely knows a lot more about it than I do, you can go and follow him or her, I don't know. Oh, you're actually live right now? Let's see. All right, you were very helpful. I'll go ahead and host you. There's really no one that I usually host is online right now. So do you want like 100 sleeping people in your stream? Yeah, it's like 8 a.m. for me now, but you know, there's lots of time zones, so. Okay, I'm just waiting for it to load. Come on. All right, cool. Well, if you guys want to watch some more Astroneer, I'm gonna go ahead and host the Wizard Hoyd. Check out his stream. All right, thank you all for watching. Been an extremely long night, but I actually found my base again, so now I can rest in peace. So thanks for all the hosts. From Vine Sauce and Desert Pea and Gearmatic and Great Zot and Jabroni Mike and all those kind folks. All right, have a good morning or a good night.